To be clear, I love my parents very much, and I know that they really love me too. I am just wondering if I should talk to them about changing, or if this is even a reasonable thing to ask for them to change. And to give some background on our relationship, I am the youngest daughter of 3 children and have been babied my entire life. My parents are extremely conservative Asian immigrants, which I admit is likely a huge component of their behavior. Our first big argument this summer came with them telling me to stop hanging out with my best friend since high school, 1 a.m., because of his sexuality. My mother told me that she was concerned he was faking being gay to get close to me, supported by my older brother, while my dad claimed that there must be something wrong with him in one way or another because he is gay, and that I should not keep him so close to me. My parents had advised me to stop being friends with a few people in the past, leading me to break up with at least 2 people who I considered to be my best friends at the time. So I honestly did the same this time, making excuses to why I couldn't hang out to my friend. About a month passed since then, and my friend suddenly told me that he would be moving out of the country for the summer, then going straight to college afterwards, meaning I would not be able to see him for months, potentially years. I told my parents that I was going to see my close friend, and they brought up their concerns again. As I shut them down, my father joked that my brother should not join me and my friend because my friend would get a crush on him. This made me extremely angry, so I told my parents that I would follow their wishes and just stay home. Then their attitude completely changed, especially my mother, who said I was being completely unreasonable and sensitive for defending my friend. My father eventually came to me to apologize, and my mother told me that she was going to be very mad if I didn't go see him that day, adding how much she has done so far to support my friend and his mother throughout the years. So I guess everything went the way I wanted, with me seeing my friend. Another incident was caused by my parents' refusal to allow myself to go anywhere on my own or drive on my own. At first, I saw their reluctance to let me drive myself as a reflection of how little experience I had behind the wheel, so I spent about a month regularly driving with them and practicing whenever we had time. But over a month in, they still would not let me drive alone, or even go anywhere alone. If I wanted to go buy something 5 minutes from our house, they would always take me or tell me to ask my brother to go with me, which often left me in the position of having to ask and be refused permission to go anywhere. My father would refuse to let me drive to my sports practice alone because, and I can't make this up, I could get kidnapped in the parking lot. I attend sports practice with 30 people in an area that isn't even known for crime, where everyone knows each other well and hang out together after practice. Except I can't join them at all, because my parents arrive on the dot as practice ends and expects me to get picked up immediately without them waiting. People have asked me why I leave so fast after practice, and I couldn't even tell them because I am so embarrassed. Along with sports practice, my parents refused to let me drive myself to the office where I currently work. I work remotely, but I do go to our office, which is about 30 minutes away from our house. My parents make up excuses such as that the way there is too dangerous taking the highway, and the area is too dangerous it isn't. They've seen homeless people in the area. One time, as I were about to drive to work, my father stopped me and stated that he and my mother would come with me instead. I told them it was unnecessary, but my mother insisted and just ended up driving me instead. She ended up waiting in the parking lot for 2 hours while I uncomfortably worked in the office, knowing she is waiting, and had to stop my work early and left my coworkers because of the pressure. Once back home, I expressed how it felt unnecessary, and my mother told me that I was ungrateful even though she had waited 2 hours in the parking lot for me, and that when they are dead, I would appreciate how much they loved me. Back in college, where I completed my first year, I felt extremely relieved to spend time away from my parents. As much as I hate to admit, and with the lifestyle that they forced me to follow my entire life, it's not even like I suddenly changed for the worse and stopped taking care of myself. To note, I hadn't gone to a single party, I didn't have any alcohol, and all I really did was study or go to sports practice. But they still act like I constantly need to be supervised and told what to do, like I'm not even my own person. At home, I'm constantly watching my parents to see how they would react to me hanging out with some friends or talking about things that interest me. I also lie about anything and everything to them on things that I can't absolutely give up, such as people I'm seeing romantically back in college who they absolutely would not approve for all sorts of reasons. I spend every day at home, on my phone or studying, and go out only for sports practice and seeing my friends maybe once a week. Finding the courage to talk to them about how this is affecting me is very difficult because I do completely depend on them financially for paying my college tuition and such. And I also understand that they are acting this way out of love, which makes me think that they would react very negatively as if I am refusing their love. I am very close to them, and by the nature of me staying home every day, I spend a lot of time with them. Despite everything, I am extremely grateful for everything they do for me. Does my parents' behavior come off as controlling? Or is it within the normal boundaries of parenting? Would it be normal for me to ask them to change?